Yeah, this motherfucker from Hell Phone just kicked off on me. So now I'm going to have to edit 2 videos together. Or maybe I'll just upload both of them individually. What do I care? It's all AI. And anyway, it's all that shit where, if you touched it, you'd never be able to do anything with it, regardless of how nice it worked. And all the more desirable stuff is dried up or has been re-assimilated into a higher cost. And my efforts with my car, I'm like a rolling billboard. It runs like new. It need some stuff to it. Stuff that I'll never be able to do like a normal person because they keep me in poverty pimpdom. But I've been driving it long distances every day and haven't had one inquiry about it because everyone is socially cued. And this is sticking out like a sore thumb. It is a good asset to unload at this point because it's not going to do me anything. Oh, it'll get me reliably to point A to B, but am I going to be able to afford gas to put in it for my next dentist visit? Doubt it. My stickers are like a billboard going down the road, which is just like to these socially cued citizenry, they instantly say there's an outsider, there's someone that's unorthodox, there's an independent that ain't gonna get nothing. And they recognize it's just fodder for their sadistic humor. And it damn sure ain't gonna get no donations. No. These are not charitable people or government engineers. These are drones, and that's all there is to it. They'd be more prone to socially recognize the cue of a welfare squat on the corner who already has a mansion and dump money in his bucket than someone like me, a true independent that has developed real, viable investment into great stuff that don't matter. Greatness isn't the mark of success. Not in our Orwellian society. Membership is. And it's that simple. Brondo has color. That's it. Flavor don't count. The healthiness of it don't count. It's the membership. It's that simple. So I need to get rid of the car. And I've tried at that. They said, no, don't make it easy for him. He's not a member of our fucking glorious dronery. The cartels are, the world terrorists are, the thieves and robber barons are, but not an independent. It's not us. It's not our mission. So there it is. We know who we're dealing with and what, and you know what I'm about. So there's no secret there. Anyway, the car does need a lot of shit because I haven't been able to do those little increments of stuff. That any normal process would have happened because of the poverty pimpdom. I found that Pull Apart has an exact car like mine sitting there since May. And I signed up for a notification, which they happily did not do. And when I did find out about it, they done stripped the shit out of it, which I've yet to see a car like this on the road. I've seen some 4-doors, but they took the passenger door off. just so I couldn't get it. Not that I'd have money to buy it anyway. I mean, that's the retarded aspect of their thought process. I couldn't afford the front fender that I need, that is on it, because I had to go to the dentist yesterday. And I had to take my shit to pawn just to do that. So, and they took a door. They took the passenger door. The driver door, it was damaged. That's why it wound up in the scrapyard. They got tired of it and didn't want to pay for the mechanical repairs of their old jalopy that probably had 250,000 miles on, used up. So there was that light, mild scrape down the driver's side door, which wasn't even that bad, but enough for them to excuse an insurance write-off. And there it was. And it was already thoroughly stripped. But not too much, but whatever. I ain't got money to buy any of it anyway. That's how I'm maintaining our fucked up society. Who does get the resources are the thugs and the unquestionable, the unquestioning servitudes, and that's it. The rest of us out here can go to hell, or are in hell. It's just fodder for the humor of appeasing the rest of the echelons. Whatever, doesn't do nothing for me one way or another. So I want $6,500 for my car. And these past 2 months I've driven it are very exemplary, proofing that it's a great car. And there it is. It's very reliable, pretty damn good on gas. It'd be a lot better if those plugs were changed and new plug wires were put in, the oxygen sensor swapped out, the exhaust system straightened out, needs rehung, readjusted, whatever. The beauty, I don't know. It feels good looking to me going down the highway, even with this this other shit that's went on over here. It definitely needs a passenger door in that front fender, which is sitting at pull apart for $60 after tax. $64. The passenger door's missing on that car. It's a green one even. And that was set up, that's staged. But there it is. I didn't buy nothing to pull apart because I couldn't afford it. And the arrogance that they exist, doubt I would. Fuck them. It's just a big another big affirmative action grouping, and whatever. They are what they are. Just another thing that's owned by something other than me. But there's my car. I'll be happy to get rid of it at this point, just for the money. And getting money anytime these days, back in the 1700s, what does that really mean unless you get enough money to really succeed at life and to break free from that control? And that's my main development. That's my main goal that I keep focused on above all. And that shop weasel and my shopping bag holders and my live bait trap, the UFO shiner probe, even the snow shovel head. Very large competitors, players in in an arena of titans. There it is. I'm a titan, a little titan, and I need to become a bigger titan. So I'm tightening up what I got to do. And I will be ripping all my sticker works off when this is sold. I do have a clear title. I will be removing the money jars. I'll leave the nice futuristic trunk cargo carrier because it works very damn well and it looks good. You smash the gas pedal, they'll say, well, that's why the wing's on it. Well, it's not a wing, it's a cargo carrier, but it looks like a wing. And you know, whatever, it looks good. It flows with the car. It could be better. I mean, if these were beveled down into a nice flowing arch of aerodynamic signature, it would look a lot better. Or if it was just some different metal, but that's what I had, and that's what I used, and it worked out great. It's got a hitch, factory-made hitch, that came off another car like this, a 4-door, that the Joneses bought back in the heyday to pull their jet ski or whatever, or their John boat. I had hell of a time getting that off that other car. I sat under there for 4 hours sweating like a dog. Speaking of work, I will work like a dog if that's what it takes to get donations or anything where I can keep floating and surviving. And that's how I got this car. And they keep control over the situation regardless of what it is, even if it's a poor guy working for another poorer guy that just don't want to work. They say, well, he's worked enough, fuck him, cut him off. And all these people, all these drones in our society, they do exactly that. And, you know, why get mad at something that you didn't build or you have no control over? It is what it is. The sun comes up, the clouds rain, the ground grows shit, whatever. Anyway, it's a nice, rare car these days. And it'll leave me without any transportation, obviously. So, it's $6,500. I'll knock money off for something else to get around on. You know, I'll be honest. I would get more traction out of my business efforts on an e-bike. A sociably queuable e-bike, the newest one, that has been refined to function as best as any new e-bike does, and that's the Bafang Magician Alpha. I would get more sociably queuable business interaction driving around on an e-bike than this beautiful, nicely engineered car that is not a funk car. You know, the funk cars like the BMWs, the Fords, that have been sociably queued up to be desirable, but is just a pure turd under the storefront window. This car is not that. This car has the infamous 3800 engine that just don't die. And this is a low mile one. And yeah, you need to really change that transmission fluid and filter. Not having any problems with it, but at 94,000 miles, I sure wish almost every day I could before it has a problem. But it's not a funk transmission. It is probably run 200,000 miles without changing anything on it, but you never know. Spark plugs accumulate shit, whatever. I did a lot to it, but it needs this and that, and I ain't got no money to throw at it, and I don't want to throw any money at it because I don't have any money. And it is by far the best car I've ever owned, including that fucked up Ford 1-ton, and I didn't even own that. So there it is. I just need to do something. knock money off for a little bit of money off for something to get around in, because I'm not riding with Ezra if I can help it. That's a hell service. Oh, but they've saved you for years. Oh, it was. If they thought you were having a pleasant ride, they'll start swerving around to change that. Because it's a Q fucking driven society, folks. Those people's main grift was running the probation services until they switched that to an independent set of ghouls. And, it's all a ghoulish scenario. So I ain't got nothing to protect out of you all. You're a bunch of assholes and ghouls and drones, and that's it. I'm just a guy trying to fit in and flow through it to success. And there it is, It is what it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm Jason Faulkner, a.k.a. Shop Weasel. I don't even think I'm going to edit those two videos together. Just like this aggressive AI, they keep twitching. And sooner or later, it'll be all out and outright in game. To where the people at the top get pinched enough to say, fuck you all, you ain't got it anymore. And sooner or later that'll happen. Doesn't bother me one way or another. It never was part of my shit. I just clank around trying to access it, and it's just a game. But what I've done and invested in is not a game. The Shop Weasel shopping bag holders and accompanying dustpan attachments are awesome. The UFO Shiner Probe does something that all of sportsmandom failed to produce. That's a live bait trap that actually works and is good for the environment. Just like the shopping bag holders. It's good for the environment. But that's not what pulls my products around. The happiness and ease and recognizable benefit they give while you use them. And there it is. That's what pulls my products around. But the environmentalism aspects of my products are there and usable. It is like a badge. Without that paper tag saying, I've got something that is really environmentally significant, they'd drop kick your ass to the curb in a second. But with those attributes, you can kick their house's door in, the government, and say, we want those green earmarks and subsidies, boys and girls, give it up. And you might wind up with billions and billions and billions and billions. Depends who's behind the effort. And believe you me, there's plenty of big wigs out there that are just kowtowed to the butt cheeks of the serfdom. I'm not that guy, but I really don't care. I could live the rest of my life out with a few millions. 10, 20, 30 million, 50 million, I'd be good. And whatever I can get, who knows. I'm Jason Faulkner, a.k.a. Shop Weasel from East Tennessee. I think I'll go make a fresh pot of coffee, sit, and figure out something to distract me. I've got like $100. And I'm low on stuff. I still got one good running gas blower, the one with the missing air filter on the carburetor. The one the pawn shop told me we're not going to buy because it is missing the air filter. It's a blower, guy. But that don't matter. That's not their real game anyway. And I got a pressure washer that runs good, but it just don't spray. And I've got a vise. My bag full of tools. And I guess I'd go out there and throw that on the ground again for the 100th time. And start over. It's like a nightmare. But 423-231-2241, I can hop in it and go anywhere in this car if I could feed it gas. I have kept the oil clean in it. And it don't leak nothing. I've been sitting it here for a year and a half. If I back the car up where it's been sitting for a year and a half, you'd see it's clean. Doesn't leak. Doesn't use no fluids. Probably could use a front end alignment again. It feels like yesterday one of the tires was low. It tracked true and straight until those certain sections of road slop came up, and you'd have to re-navigate readjust the steering wheel a little to keep with the flow. But I just put new tie rods on it like 4 or 5, 6 months ago. Who knows? Don't care. Doesn't do it all the time neither. Everything on it works except the well, you can see the condition of the inside doors. They're just skin bare. I've got electric motors that operate the windows installed, but it's a manual plug switch. This one I've greased 10 times, and it seems like it's just the stubbornest mule in the barn. I have to help it up still, which doesn't bother me. It's still power assisted. So the moonroof is a different story. It is definitely manually opened and closed. It doesn't leak, but it started not wanting to close all the way, so when I'm done, I just give it a good wrap right there, and it pops it on down. Who knows what that's about. Tires are good. That's about it. Yeah, you pump gas in it, start it up, go where you're going, and it'll get you there and back. On the interstate, if you get that clog of turd drivers around you or danger, oh yeah, it'll get around all that shit easy. But then it's like that nail biting moment where you don't want to do that a lot. I wouldn't, even if I was rich. But a lot do. I mean, I see them every day going, bye-bye. Most of the time, their shit's a little wobbly and funky. Smoking a little out of that tailpipe. Because they know they're affirmative action members, and they're going to start crying like a bald baby with a full diaper once that shit stops running. Have a good one.